Welcome to my Wednesday reading wrap up, where I tell you what I'm currently reading, what I'm going to jump into next, and everything in between. I'm currently physically reading The Bullet That Missed. I absolutely adore this series. I listened to the first two on audio. This is the third installment, and I was a little bit nervous about going from audio to physical because I don't think I've ever done it before with a series. But I absolutely love it. And Lesley Manville narrated the first two, and she did such an amazing job at fleshing out the characters that I can seriously hear all of their voices or her narration in my head when I'm reading this. So I would recommend listening to the first two on audio and then jumping into the physical one. There are so many lovable characters in this series. It's like a cozy murder mystery. Richard Osman has done an incredible job at just having so much consistency throughout this series. It is not very often that you can get books hitting the same every single time in a series. And this is the third book, and it is hitting the same as the others. There are short chapters in these books, so it is really easy to pick it up and just gobble up a few chapters and pop it down. I absolutely adore this series and would recommend it as a palate cleanser, but it is so much more than a palate cleanser. After I finish The Bullet That Missed, I will be jumping into The Last Devil to Die, and I have zero doubts that this is going to be just as magic as the other ones. I will also mention the fifth book in the Thursday Murder Club series actually comes out this year, Impossible Fortune, and it comes out in September. So I cannot wait to get my hands on that as well. Last time we spoke, I was listening to Tilt, and holy crap, this book turned out so much better than I thought it was going to be. Ariel Blake does such an incredible job at narrating this book, and she really brings Annie to life. The book is actually based over one day. A lot of the book is Annie talking to her baby, or just that internal monologue or memories. It makes such a good audiobook, and it's beautifully narrated. There is a bit of dark humor in this, but it is pretty heavy. But I really recommend you checking this out on audio, and it's one of those books that's really just soaked into me and will stay with me for a while. I'm now listening to The Angry Woman's Choir, and I'm about 40% of the way through that one, and it's giving very strong angry feminist vibes. After I finish The Angry Woman's Choir, I will be listening to Legends and Lattes. It is actually narrated by the author, so I'm super excited to jump into that. If you would like a list of all the books that I spoke about today, or perhaps you'd like to follow me on Goodreads and Fable, you can find the link to everything in my bio.